Hello there, my friendly friendlers. So, I had a little idea. I thought because I met a lot of new people in the last little bit, and a lot of you don't really know what I'm doing. So I thought I'd show a little bit of what the Dizzy Strings Insanity is all about. First of all, we're gonna start here with a little pedal steel I made not so long ago. Maybe a year or two ago. I 3D printed all the parts and made the whole. I've got pedals, levers, the whole underbelly craziness. Everything is marked with tape because it's like so much shit you gotta figure out. But that's pretty cool. I have another one planned, but honestly I don't have room to put it anywhere. I'm kind of tired of building instruments and storing them and playing them, trying to learn and all. Fuck. Anyways, that's something. Then if we go around here, I like to edit on the couch, and so sometimes I play some acoustics live with my edits. Then this is where I play, or if somebody comes over we plug in and play a little. I had a close friend, Mark, come over quite a bit and we played a bit. So it's still a little bit of a pedal chaos. But yeah, there's my little Zora that you all know. My little guitar I made, invented and took all over the place already. There's my Lonnie Mac tribute guitar with a Bixby and this crazy pickup system where you can have either a single coil or a P90 or kind of a humbucker. And like I always experiment with these things, right? If somebody comes over, wants to try some crazy things, crazy switching systems, we can make it all happen. All my guitars have some kind of crazy switching system because I push. And then let's go down into my cave. In my cave, this is my little wood storage space and some where I store my. I was just recently organizing it, so don't mind the mess. But I moved not so long ago, so I'm still dealing with fallout. But I have all kinds of nice wood here that I keep kind of nicely stored. There's some experiments there. A resonator hollow body slide guitar. I would kind of like to give this one to Watermelon Slim if I ever have a chance to finish it. Yeah, he would love it. And then some things waiting to still happen. I have parts here for my Jerry Garcia build. I plan on building a guitar with woods inspired by Jerry Garcia's guitars, right? So and I'm gonna make one out of domestic woods and one out of exotic woods, and then we'll compare what the big difference. There's my pickup winding station, and then here we go. This is the how would you call it? The leftover of 20 plus years of building guitars. There are some cool pieces. I could still make some exhibitions one day, or maybe sell them or whatever, I don't know. But they're definitely cool guitars. Very interesting guitars to play. Here's one of the early harp guitars I built. And this is all one piece of wood reinforced. These ones have like truss rods. They're like tapping instruments inspired by Chapman sticks, right? I wanted to try them out. Pretty cool. And I always do like stereo split. You can split one side and the other. Same on harp guitars, you see you have two inputs. We always make bass go separate. That way you can put effects on your guitar but leave the bass clean. Or put different effects on it. And there's some of my metal experiments. These are all like I cut tiny pieces of metal, welded them together and made these crazy bodies. This one has a triple cone resonator inside that I ordered from so it's still in tune years later. Triple cone from National Guitars. There's a nice back, turtle shell, metal. This is metal patina and powder coated. Same with this one. I made my own kind of resonator. See how there's like aluminum resonators inside, and they all have a touch point from the bridge. That way they I made a banjo guitar early on, and the thing I noticed the most, it has all attack and no sustain. So this was my way to remedy that situation. Same thing, built everything from scratch, and I used the 12-string neck, and I remade it into like an 8-string, and so I added another string on top where you have a bottom G on an open G tuning, and we doubled the treble string, so you got a little more attack out of that when you're playing slide. Very nice slide guitar too. And here's some other experiments. There's a double neck. I kind of carved out a little, inspired by the coal machinery back home. And there's like a mandola or something. I always wanted to play like a bigger mandolin, because the mandolin is a little tiny for me. I made a nice back for it, but it wasn't the best. There were some problems with the neck with this one. I used an old neck from some old acoustic. No thrust rod or anything, so at some point we're gonna have to cut the neck off, maybe even the top, and make a new guitar out of it. And then behind the curtain we have my nicer guitars and my studio, my digital workshop. These strings, it's where I keep the nice boots. But okay, let's see what we got here. We got some harp guitars here. This I built like an experiment. I always wanted to make an experiment of, it's a little bit inspired by William Eaton, crisscross, right strings. It's a pretty cool idea. I love it. And so I made a small one as an experiment. I liked it so much that I made a bigger one, and this one I put just the harp pins, right? And these harp pins are pain in the ass, man. I hate them. And then so I built a bigger one with banjo tuners, and turns out cheap banjo tuners are not the greatest either. So this one will require I'll have to make probably this whole section new at some point, if I feel like it. But anyway, it's a bigger brother of that one, and this one has like a ability to be plugged in. You can plug this one in. That's a very nice one. So these are pretty alive. They're not tuned right now for sure. Anyway, and then there's the electric brother. This one I built a long time ago, almost 20 years ago, I think. And this is a killer guitar. It's mountain maple from Slovenia, a neck that I reinforced with a strip of mahogany inside, and then we have a ebony fingerboard. This guitar sustains for days. You can play a note, shake the string a little bit, it's gonna stay on for like a day. And see, all one piece of maple, nicely sculpted, a little bit crude in some ways, but all that can be addressed at some point if ever need arises. But I learned a lot on this instrument, right? If I ever build another instrument for the client, I learned a lot of things from these things, and we can address all the things as we go. Okay, lots of history. Then we have here some crazy guitars. There's my SG that I use for like that SG it's got like, it's the most accurate guitar ever. The intonation is like bang on, like it's unbelievable. So I use it for my Fishman triple play. I use it for guitar synth when I record stuff. And then we have here a little collection of my hybrids that I made. This used to be one of my favorite guitars. I played this one a lot. It's got a overwound slash signature humbuckers and a piezo bridge. It's a very versatile and very comfortable guitar, and very small too, and plays like crazy. This, before I made my tiny Zora guitar, this was probably my favorite guitar, and I took it around with me everywhere. But I don't like the active system. It's got a piezo system and it's got a battery inside, and like that thing always, like something goes wrong with it. Like with every time you want to play, the battery is dead, right? I mean, I'll be honest, it's a really amazing system. I think it's Eller backs, and honestly the battery lasts for years. Like, I replaced the battery on that. It's 15 years old at least, and I replaced the battery, I don't know, 2 maybe 3 times. So then we have here, this was kind of a collaboration between like Carparelli guitars from Canada and me. I got a kind of a kit from him. It's a 57 copy, and I finished it. Myself. I did all the detailing, the routing, the whatever you name it. I put the binding on, I believe, on both sides. It turned out very nice. I like to play that one a lot. That's a nice recording guitar. It's got Jimmy Page setup. You can, all of them are push-pull, so you can get like a million sounds out of it. Like it's the, and it's got Jimmy Page signature pickups too, and nicely etched metal covers. I call this one Scapegoat. I made it when I was going through a divorce. And that's a hybrid, 2 bass strings on the Raz guitar and split output. I made for somebody. I need to do some work to it, but I kind of didn't have the motivation. It's very hard for me to go dig back into the guitars, especially for free, for nothing, for nobody, for just for me. I'm not motivated enough. I need more motivation. But if you pay me good, I'll build you whatever kind of boutique craziness you want. There's a little B-bender tally I built. I built these tallies with about a 1/4 inch under the top, and they're like kind of, they're a little, come out a little more articulate than the tally that just has a solid body, and they still stay solid enough to keep the sustain and everything of an electric guitar that we all like, right? And this was a nice little experiment. It's got a it's a G and B bender. It bends 2 strings and you can adjust them how much you want them bent. And I made this pickup system that you can change pickups. They're just held in by magnets, see? You can pop the back. It's also just magnets, and take the pickup out, unplug it, put a different pickup in. It's my guitar for trying out new pickups that I make. We have a nice, this was my Jimmy guitar. It's got all exact wiring and setup like a Jimi Hendrix guitar. The only different thing is I made it like a fantasy guitar, right? But it's got a similar geometry, and the strings are, the neck is reversed, and the pickup is reversed, and it's got the lefty bridge. It's a nice guitar to play, sounds very nice. Then we have another killer Telecaster. See how I make my bridges? I make my own bridges, and I turn them the opposite way. Because my idea was always, why put more treble on the treble strings? Right, let's make it more balanced and put more treble on the bass strings and a little less treble on the on the treble strings. And like I mentioned before, all my guitars have some kind of crazy setup. See, there's always a push-pull thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think it has a regular Fender kind of 5-way switch, and then you pull this one, you can activate the extra pop. That way you get all the combinations. Then we have a 8-string crazy Explorer kind of guitar. It's same thing. It's got a crazy system. Fishman Tosinabasi. He plays an 8-string, so I thought he must know what he's doing. And I got his pickup system. Tested it out, plays nice, love it, great. There's my another crazy guitar. This one is very old. This one I built back in Slovenia. And when I came to Canada, I saw Johnny Winter in one of his last concerts, and he actually signed it. He checked it out, he liked it, and signed it for me. There's another experiment. Acoustic harp guitar kind of a thing. This one was in a crash actually. This one was in a car crash and it's a little bit damaged. And it was built from 2 different guitars. I cut it up. See, it's a Tecamin. I cut up a Tecamin for the neck. I don't know where I got the top, and I made my own back. And yeah, this is the residual of 20 years of guitar building. I sold some along the way, and I really enjoy doing it, but I'm at the point where I have to like chill out. I can't build any more guitars just to experiment. So from now on, if somebody wants something, we'll build it. I don't know, otherwise at some point I might revisit some of these builds and fix them up. And at some point I might make a video where I can show you guys some sounds that come out of these guitars. It's a little much to do it all at once, but thanks for joining me. I just wanted to show you guys what I'm up to these days, besides my motorcycling and all that stuff, because we did call the channel Bikes and Guitars. So let's add a little bit of guitar. A little bit of guitar. Content, that's the word I was looking for. We'll add a little bit of guitar content. Okay, that was it. Thanks.